Hey guys, it's Christina, aka Northwest Reader, and this video is my November wrap-up. So I had a more successful reading month in November than I did in October for sure. In the month of November, I read 6 books. I actually physically read 5 and I listened to 1 audiobook. So one book, and I'm just gonna start out with this. One book that I didn't really finish or get into, my goal was to finish it this month in November, but I just didn't happen. And it's the Harry Potter book, Chamber of Secrets. So I only read like a little bit and I just could not get into it. I was more into the contemporary romances this month. So I'm gonna push that book to December and hopefully vlog about it and get more into it. I just wanted to read other books. I'm such a mood reader, and when I'm like not forced, when I task myself to read a certain thing, I just don't want to do it. It's awful. The first book I finished this month is The Merciless by Danielle Vega. I love this book. I'm pretty sure I talked about this book before, but I finished it like the first day of November because I started it in October. But this is a really good book. It's about a group of girls that try to perform an exorcism on one of their classmates, and it's brutal, and I loved it. So I gave it 5 stars, and I bought the other books. I bought the next book in the series, and I think I bought the 2 next ones. I didn't buy all of them. I look forward to continuing the series, which is a surprise because I don't really like series. So yeah, but I love this book. It was good. It was good. The next book I finished was an e-arc from NetGalley, and it was Love on the Hudson by Katie Fisher. I gave that one 4 stars. It was pretty good. It's male romance. It's about a guy who goes back home because his father is sick, and he rekindles a relationship with someone that he hooked up with in high school, like his best friend and stuff. But it was pretty good. It was decent. I didn't really care for the ending. The ending felt rushed, and I don't know. It's something about the ending I don't even really remember because it's been so long, but overall I enjoyed it. I thought it was decent. The next book I finished finally is Ibitsu. I gave this 4 stars. Holy gory. I'm very sensitive to broken bone stuff and things like that. Like I always say, like I could watch a movie and a person's head could explode or their brains could pop out. But if their pinky like goes like sideways, I'm gonna vomit. So makes a lot of sense. But this is very gory, and there's just this one scene where this girl, who is they refer to her as the Lolita demon, and she like takes a sledgehammer to a girl's leg, and her leg goes the opposite way for a few pages, and even though it's a drawing, it still made me uncomfortable. And I gave it 4 stars because I liked the horror aspect of it. It was really creepy, and it was kind of suspenseful and stuff like that, but not a happy ending, so I like that. Not predictable whatsoever, but it was decent. I'm happy I finished it finally because I just hadn't picked it up. I don't know why, but 4 stars. Another book that I finished it was an e-arc also on NetGalley, but Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Absolutely loved it. It is probably one of my top favorite books of this year. It's contemporary romance, and it's about a tenant getting together with the super of the building, and it's just a budding romance. And the thing that I love the writing style, and the thing that I really enjoyed with this book is it didn't just like the first third of the book like have a sex scene or a steamy scene or anything like that, and then the rest it builds up to that moment, and I really enjoyed that. It's kind of a slow burn because of that, but I enjoyed it way more. And the mini conflict in it was kind of stupid and cheesy, but I can overlook it because I love the two characters a ton, and I guess the author, this is the first book to a series, so the next one is going to be Chloe Brown's sister. I think it's Eve is the next one. But yeah, I might continue it because I actually really enjoyed this book, and I enjoyed it way more than I was expecting. But yeah, definitely my favorite. I gave it 5 stars. And then on my contemporary romance kick, I read Red, White, and Royal Blue finally. I gave this 5 stars. I also really enjoyed the writing style, and the characters were hilarious. I tabbed certain things that just like made me laugh. There's like this one scene with turkeys, Thanksgiving turkeys in Alex's room, who is the president's son, and just that whole scene just cracked me up. It was really funny. But yeah, it's about a romance between Alex, president's son, with and Henry, the Queen of England's son. So the royal prince. And yeah, it was very good. I was worried about the political stuff of it because I don't do politics or anything remotely like that. I just don't have any interest. But I was able to follow it and was interested in it. Wasn't completely bored by it or anything like that. My bangs are doing what they want because they do not. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, loved it. I'm happy I picked it up. It was funny to read this at the same time as Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because they're both contemporary romances, and I enjoyed both of the writing styles a lot. So yes, I'm happy I finally read this. And yeah, obviously 5 stars. And then my final book that I finished, it was an audiobook, Over the Top, A Raw Journey to Self-Love by Jonathan Van Ness. He's the Queer Eye guy. Hilarious. I wanted to read it, and I almost checked it out of the library, but I found the audiobook, and he reads for his own book, so I had to get it, or I had to listen to it, and it's so good. I love him, and I love that he told his story, and he gives like his struggles and his background, and it was great. I highly recommend it. It's a really short audiobook too. I think it's like 5 hours or something, but so worth it. And I'm happy I listened to the audiobook because he puts so much character, or like so much emotion and just everything into his audiobook. And it's so much better to hear him read it instead of reading it yourself, because he does accents and he imitates like the mom from Schitt's Creek, the Netflix show, and he does such a good job at imitating her, and it was just so good. But yeah, obviously gave that 5 stars. So I had a really good reading month when it comes to star ratings. I got lucky this month, I guess. Thank goodness. So yeah, that's all the books I read for the month of November. Can't believe it's almost 2020. Kind of weird. The months have been flying by. Did you read any of these books? I'm sure a lot of you have, because they have been like, I'm sure you have, like Red, White, and Royal Blue was super popular this past summer, and everyone read it, and I finally got to read it, and it was just adorable. So yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Did you have a successful reading month like I did? I'm really happy I read 6 books. Thank goodness. Give me a thumbs up if you like. If not, that's fine. Subscribe if you want to watch future videos. And I will talk to you later, I guess.